Our society has become way too accustomed to tragedy and violence. School shootings and stabbings, mudslides and airplane crashes, deaths in war and on army bases here at home, millions of displaced refugees in Syria, the Central African Republic. But today we are here to celebrate, because as we sang in our psalm, this is the day the Lord has made. Scripture bids us to rejoice and to be glad, because Easter is the great celebration of the victory of life over death. This is what Pope Francis meant when he wrote about the joy of the gospel. Our entire faith, the reason that we are here today, is based on Easter. And so our lives must bear constant witness to Easter. We do not turn away or deny the evils that surround us. The wars that in our past have killed over 100 million people in the last century, the poverty that grips over half of the human race, the hunger that kills millions of people, especially children, every year, the intolerance that divides not only the human family, but sometimes individual families into factions. We cannot deny those miseries, but we refuse to surrender to their power because of our faith in the resurrection of Jesus Christ. Suffering will be overcome. Death will be destroyed. New life will arise. That is the Easter message of the Paschal mystery. The earliest Christians, as soon as they encountered the resurrected Jesus, spontaneously voiced a one-line creed: Jesus is Lord. And that says it all. When we affirm that Jesus has been raised from the dead and is the Lord of life, we are saying everything that our faith contains. In essence, we are saying that God is still in charge of this universe, despite any indications to the contrary. That brutality and violence notwithstanding, at the end of the day, that violence and injustice and sin will be silenced and overcome. That graciousness and gentleness, as manifested in Jesus, are ultimately what lie at the heart of all of reality. To celebrate Easter is to affirm that all of that is true, but that also asks something of us. One of the tasks of Easter is to strain to keep hearing the voices of Good Friday, lest we forget the full impact of this day, what this day means for us, what this day and no other day can mean. Just as Christ passed through death to resurrection, so too will the world pass through its suffering to the glory of new life. There is no room for despair in our lives. We live in hope. With Christ, our Passover, everything is possible. We go forward with Christ into new life.